Our ultimate goal for this trip is to reach the northwest corner of the continental United States. The first campground shown is at Cactus Pete's in Jackpot, Nevada. It was a very nice campground with full hookups and only $26 a night. The black lava you see on the sides of the road is Craters of the Moon National Park. The 666 conning tower is where we stopped for lunch. The views here are driving along the Salmon River on Route 93 heading towards Salmon, Idaho. This is our campground along the Salmon River while visiting friends in North Fork, Idaho. Our camp neighbor went out fly fishing in the morning catching cutthroat trout. Salmon and North Fork were very pretty areas of Idaho. This is leaving North Fork, Idaho on our way to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. While in Coeur d'Alene, we camped at the fairgrounds. It was a wonderful place to stay with many things going on. They also had the best Wi-Fi of any campground we have ever stayed at. There was a ride and shoot contest going on during the day and a motocross event at night. The campground host gave us a sheet with directions to Wallace, Idaho, and the Spragpole Inn and Museum. He said it was a pretty drive and they had great hamburgers. He was right on both accounts, and the museum was also a pleasant surprise. We found Coeur d'Alene to be a very young and pretty city. They had an average age of 39. Our next step was Sequim, Washington for a few nights. We went to visit a radio station where a friend who left us too early in life used to work. We also went to Port Angeles, Olympic National Park, a couple of different lavender farms, and we also went to an outdoor concert at a city park. This is the Purple Haze Lavender Farm on Bell Bottom Road. Olympic National Park. John Wayne Marina in Sequim, Washington. This is another lunch stop at Clallam Bay in Washington. We love stopping at pretty places to eat lunch. Here we are entering the town of Nia Bay, Washington. We had a great fish and chips dinner in town, except it just wasn't large enough for me. We also went to the furthest northwest point in the lower 48 states. Here we're crossing the Astoria-Meagler Bridge connecting Washington and Oregon. Here we're entering the city of Tillamook, Oregon. The view from our campground in Tillamook. The lines at the Tillamook Creamery were crazy long. During low tide, there were people always out clamming. Views along the Three Capes Scenic Drive outside Tillamook. Cape Meares Lighthouse. Crater Lake National Park. The water here is an incredible dark blue. This is the deepest lake in the United States at just under 2,000 feet. We were at Crater Lake in July and there was still some snow around. While at Crater Lake, we also visited Train Mountain Railroad and took a ride. It is the world's largest miniature railroad with over 36 miles of track. We also visited the Collier Logging Museum. Our next stop was Oroville Lake and Dam. We had a campsite right on the Feather River. Oroville Dam is the tallest dam in the United States at 770 feet tall. The Hoover Dam is only 730 feet tall. You can see the scorched earth from the Thompson fire that was on July 4th. Downtown Oroville, California. We stopped at the Castle Air Museum in Atwater, California. It has its own RV park. The museum is on the old Castle Airport, a former U.S. Air Force base. The display covers 11 acres and has over 80 planes on display. In Bakersfield, among other things, we went to the Kern County Museum because I wanted to see the new display on the Bakersfield Sound. Bakersfield is the only city to have a sound named after it.